OK, let's look at all the action in the second half. And look, we'll go back to the first half as well, but there's so much to enjoy here. And we'll start, Richie, with the equalising goal. Diego Costa, 10 minutes into the second half.
Yeah, again, you think of Spain's strengths. It's all the intricate passing, the movement, the making the most of tightest spaces. But here again, an unlikely source of their second goal. Koke and Silva over the ball, back stick, free kick. Really well headed by Busquets, and then Costa does what every player in his position do. He's just in the right position, expecting the ball, hoping the ball to fall where it did, and finishes the goal. So we knew at that point, OK, right, we have a hell of a game in our hands.
And that feeling continued, what, 3 minutes later? Nacho making up for the error in the first half, and what a brilliant goal this was.
You are not going to see a sweeter strike, such a pure strike of a football. He backs up play really well. Let's not forget he's playing right back. He's on the far side in a narrow position, not high, wide, around the periphery of play. Again, it's that intricate play that we've spoke time and time again ago. They hunt, they get it back. It's a little bit of fortune here as it comes out, but he backs it up well. And what a strike that was. And talk about redemption. This is the best angle. The whip, the curl, cuts across it. Patricio, no chance in the Portuguese sticks. And they deserved it at time. They were well on top, dominant. And I'd already mentioned, at times, Portugal were punch drunk. They didn't know how to deal with this type of play. But they clearly needed that extra goal.
What a strike it was. And then you go very
near
near
to...
to...
The way out for Portugal, Dara, then was Ronaldo, wasn't it? They had to... somehow, you just knew that if they gave him a chance or got him the ball, that he was going to was going to deliver.
He won the free kick as well with the foul by Piqué.
Piqué would be saying to himself, did I really need to? He had plenty of Spanish players. Look, you have loads of Spanish players in and around the ball. Did he really need to do that? And then you go, OK, I've given a free kick away, but it's Ronaldo. And you just tell from the concentration on his face. Like, they put Busquets and Piqué on the end of the wall, the two tallest players in the Spanish team, to try and stop that ball from getting round it, but he still did it. And it's right in the top corner. De Gea, no chance whatsoever. And what a finish to the match. And, you know, he is just a phenomenon. I said it when Piqué gave the free kick away. I said he's going to score this.
There was three shouts, to be fair. Yeah. One was wall, one was crowd, and the other was goal. The other one said goal there.
Yeah, but you can just tell from the concentration. He loves the limelight. He loves to be in that position. Give me the ball. I'm going to stick this in the net.
Because other people, you know, and why he can be divisive at times. You know, the faces he pulls, the kind of. He annoys people, Keith, at times. Some people, that they see him looking at the screen all the time. But just that sense of drama, that moment that he is able to seize against their greatest rivals.
That's what he created. I would fall into that camp. He would annoy me at times, very much so. We've seen an instant in the second half when maybe 3-2 down and he's wanting the yellow card. And I think that's what makes people, if they are divided, if they're on the fence between him and Messi, that's what sways you towards Lionel Messi. But he craves opportunities, situations just like that. He lives for it. That is what the dedication goes into 24 hours a day, because he is a specimen of an athlete, and his dedication every single year of his professional career has got him to these moments.
And I don't know, I'm sure, you know, we're aware of all these records that he breaks, and, you know, the one goal, Richie, in each of his past 3 World Cups. And then there was another thing I heard today, he hasn't scored a goal from a free kick in a major tournament. And then at that moment in that stadium, he just comes up with the most amazing free kick.
I mean, I don't know how he sits down and ranks his personal favourite moments of his career. There's been so many highlights, but scoring a hat-trick like that in those conditions against Spain for his country in a World Cup final, his 4th World Cup final, particularly in the back of the previous 3 and how they went, and he wasn't fully fit in previous tournaments and all of that. It was a privilege sitting here watching this match. I know I made a comment earlier, this afternoon was tough watching. Tonight was football at its best. If the World Cup produces anything like this again for the rest of the month, we're in for a treat. But it had everything. His like the lads are saying, there are some players that, for whatever talent they have, sometimes the pressure gets to them, sometimes the big stage gets them. He seems to be the opposite. The bigger the stage, the more comfortable he is. He's clearly, obviously, his head is wrecked by this £18 million fine. Clearly his head was all over the shop tonight. The threat of jail or whatever's... He's a phenomenon as an athlete. Like, some people in his age, you look and go, well, he's he's at the twilight of his career. But because of his work rate, like you see his physique, the way he looks after himself, like he's got plenty of time left if he wants to keep going.
He looked sharp tonight, didn't he? He looked right from the very off. He looked sharp on the counter-attack. He was bringing people into it. He just looked so concentrated compared to what we saw 2 years ago in the European Championship. I think he was injured and he just limped his way through it there.
Yeah, and he actually started the whole thing off this evening with the penalty, Liam, after 4 minutes, won it and scored it.
He just loves he just loves the pressure of it all. Some players don't, but he just loves the pressure of it all. This is him linking up again. You know, he's fooled Nacho. He's fooled him to make him go in, and you know, that's a player, as Keith said, who knows him inside out, but he's still done him. And it was a great penalty. It was unsavable, wasn't it? You know, right in the corner, at pace. He loves it, doesn't he? He loves pressure.